Hi everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Welcome back, friends. I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. And the vocabulary words are lover.
Lover.
Nick has a lot of pets since he is an animal lover.
Kilometer.
Kilometer.
The distance between this town and the next is only 10 kilometers.
Trail.
Trail.
There are many trails in the mountains.
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Ulanbi Lighthouse is a popular spot in Kenting to visit.
Ideal.
Ideal.
Vancouver is the ideal place to visit during autumn.
Wow, I've never been to Vancouver.
It's very beautiful. Well, I have been to Vancouver, but we're not talking about Vancouver today.
We are not. Where are we talking about?
We're talking about a place very close to Vancouver, though, Seattle.
That's right. It is pretty close. I think probably the weather and everything is probably pretty similar.
Because it rains a lot in Vancouver, and I heard that also in Seattle, a lot of times, you know, it's cloudy or it's gloomy or it's rainy, right?
Yeah, I've been there as an adult. You were only there when you were a kid.
Very, very young.
So you don't remember. I remember the city life is really great, but the thing I was surprised about is there's a lot of nature there to enjoy.
So a
natural
lot of
scenery like mountains, and of course there's the ocean. And
forest and parks.
Yeah, so if you love hiking and you love the outdoors, it is really a great place to go. And it's really part of the culture in Seattle is they're very, we say, outdoorsy. It means they like to go into the outdoors and like
enjoy the nature.
Exactly. So I think it's a great mix of a big city life, but also having a lot of natural beauty, and it's just good to exercise. And
that's right. Sounds really beautiful, and that's why it has this name, the Emerald City.
Because it's surrounded by green and emeralds or green. I got it.
It sounds really, really beautiful. So I can't wait to find out what else is there.
And go there in the summer. Go there in the summer because it rains a lot during the year, but actually summertime is the least rainy.
Really?
So go in summer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
The Emerald City, Seattle, Washington.
Nature lovers will have lots to do in and around Seattle. The city is right between Puget Sound and Lake Washington, and parks and forests are everywhere. This is why it's called the Emerald City.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called The Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. Day 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Yes, it's our second day of exploring the beautiful Pacific Northwest city of Seattle. We've already explored downtown Seattle with the Sky Tower, the Space Needle, I should say, and the Museum of Pop Culture. We visited the first Starbucks, and we passed on the Seattle-style hot dog with cream cheese and onions. We didn't like the idea of that. I think I'll stick with the Starbucks coffee. I'm okay with that. Now, we've done the city, so why not explore some of the beautiful nature and landscape and wilderness around Seattle? It's a very green and beautiful land, so let's head out, maybe put on our hiking boots and head to the forests.
Yeah, if you're a nature lover, you are going to love Seattle. If you love nature, if you're a nature lover, you're going to be as happy as a clam there in Seattle. Anyways, nature lovers will have lots to do in and around Seattle.
Absolutely. Now, when we talk about a nature lover, we're obviously not talking about people who marry trees or fall in love with mountains. We're talking about fans. Basically, when you have that sort of noun and then lover, you're talking about a fan of that thing. A music lover loves music. A film lover loves films and movies and things like that. That's all. It just means you're a big fan of something. For example, Mick has a lot of pets. Since he is an animal lover, doesn't mean he's going to marry a horse. It just means he really likes animals a lot. He's a lover. This is a noun. It means he's a person who is a fan of the word that came before. Sports lovers love to watch sports.
Yeah, you don't love your pets, okay?
You do.
You don't love your pets in that way.
Not
you don't
in that
you don't
way.
get married to them.
Yeah.
You don't marry mountains or
That would
nature
be
or
silly.
anything like that. That would be really weird. Anyways, it says here that nature lovers, I should say, will have a great time in and around Seattle. So you can leave the city and visit the forests and the mountains there. And also, inside the city, okay, there are going to be some great parks that you can see as well. So if you're a nature lover, in the city there are great things to be had, and outside the city as well. Anyways, Seattle, this city. The city is right between Puget Sound and Lake Washington. And like I said, parks and forests are everywhere. And this is why it's called the Emerald City. Emeralds are green, and so is Seattle.
That's right. But it does rain a fair amount, so bring yourself a good Gore-Tex rain jacket. If you really want to be a Seattle type person, don't bring an umbrella. People in Seattle, Vancouver, they don't carry umbrellas. Everyone just has a rain jacket with a hood. And that, of course, would be perfect for hiking. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more about exploring the nature around Seattle.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在课文第一天造访了西雅图最著名的建筑物太空针塔，还有流行文化博物馆，然后喝了星巴克的咖啡，也吃了西雅图风味的热狗。接着应该要去体验西雅图的自然美景。如果你是大自然的爱好者，来到西雅图应该会很开心，因为在这个城市里以及周围可以从事很多活动。刚刚 Jeff 老师用到As happy as a clam， 像蛤蜊一样开心，那意思就是十分开心，很开心。而单字 lover， 它除了指恋人、情人，也可以指爱好者或是热爱者。像 nature lover 表示大自然爱好者 ，music lover 表示音乐爱好者。好，课文提到说，西雅图位于普吉特海湾和华盛顿湖之间，到处都是公园和森林，这就是为什么它会被称为翡翠之城。那麦克老师说到这个西雅图的自然美景时，他用到 landscape。landscape 它是指风景、景色，尤其是陆地上的风景。老师还有用到 wilderness， 这是指荒野或是旷野。接回到课文中。
The Emerald City, Seattle, Washington.
Discovery Park, which is on the shore of Puget Sound, is an easy bus ride from the city center. The park has 19 kilometers of hiking trails. One popular trail leads to West Point Lighthouse, at which you can stop for a picnic by the water. For even more hiking, the famous Mount Rainier is just about 100 kilometers away. To get a sense of Seattle's maritime culture, go to Ballard Locks to watch ships pass between Puget Sound and Lake Washington. During summer, you'll also find salmon on a salmon run. If you want some fun on the water, try boating on Lake Union. It's free every Sunday.
All right, folks, let's talk about some parks in and around Seattle. Let's start with Discovery Park.
Discovery Park.
Discovery Park.
I like the sound of it.
Discovery Park, which is on the shore of Puget Sound, is an easy bus ride from the city center. And get this, this park, Discovery Park, the park has 19 kilometers of hiking trails. So, nature lovers, eat your heart out. 19 kilometers of hiking trails. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this word kilometer. It's a noun. A kilometer is a unit of measurement, okay? You use kilometers to measure long distances, okay? A kilometer, by the way, is 1,000 meters. Yeah, a meter. I'm about 2 meters tall, so you take me, multiply me by 500, you've got 1 kilometer. Now, do you guys want 500 Teacher Jeffs? Probably not. But I digress. For example, the distance between this town and the next is only 10 kilometers.
10,000 meters.
10,000
So
meters.
there are 19,000 meters of trails in Discovery Park. You don't have to walk and count them all. You can pick your favorite trail. I'm sure a lot of them kind of go in a nice circle and are 3 or 5 kilometers or something like that.
19,000 meters, and get this, there are also 19 million millimeters of trails there.
Well, okay.
Kilometer,
I'll bring my
meter,
ruler and
millimeter.
there you go. Absolutely. We got centimeter in the middle there too.
Centimeters, how many would that be? 1.9 million centimeters of trails. Amazing.
That's quite a lot. Let's focus on the word trail though here. We got those 19 kilometers of trails. Trails are something that you will find out in the wilderness, across a mountain, across the country, or in a very sort of wild national park, kind of like Discovery Park. A trail is basically just a marked path through the woods or across a field or something like that. It makes it much easier to walk on because the grass and the branches from the plants have been sort of cut down or crushed down underfoot. Animals often make trails through the forest from where the food is to where the water is. And of course, when we make parks, people will go in and cut trails so that hikers and campers and people like that can walk more easily through the forest. Think of it as a simple small road through a forest or across a field or something like that. For example, there are many trails in the mountains. That's a good thing. And of course, it's also easier and safer to stick to the trails because it will probably help you avoid animals too. They know where the trails are.
And you won't get lost.
And you won't get lost or trip or fall into a hole. It could
That
happen.
sounds terrible.
It could happen, and there
Seattle,
might be bears too.
It's a hole-free city, don't worry.
I'm not promising that.
Anyways, more on trails.
Yes.
One popular trail leads to West Point Lighthouse, at which you can stop for a picnic by the water. Remember, trails usually go somewhere, they head in a certain direction, or they lead to some place. And here, one popular trail here, it's going to take you to West Point Lighthouse, which apparently is a very scenic place to eat by the water or to have a picnic by the water.
Anyways, a picture of the lighthouse.
You can take a selfie with the lighthouse in it. Anyways, let's talk about what a lighthouse is. By the way, this word lighthouse is a noun. Now, usually a lighthouse is a tower that's next to the sea or next to a body of water that gives off light to help ships at sea. Okay, so the lighthouse is there, it's on the coast, and in the middle of the night, the lighthouse continually shines so that captains on ships see it and they don't run aground, so they don't hit the beach or they don't hit rocks or anything like that. The lighthouse tells people where the land begins. Anyways, that's enough explaining. Let's go ahead and take a look at an example sentence for the noun lighthouse. Ölanby Lighthouse is a popular spot in Kenting to visit. Anyways, that's enough for Discovery Park, but we're not through hiking quite yet.
No, that's absolutely right. There's a lot of hiking to do. This one is a little bit further from Seattle, this location, so you might want to take a bus or even rent a car. But it says for even more hiking, the famous Mount Rainier is just about 100 kilometers away. This would be in what, the Cascade Mountains, I believe, of the Pacific Northwest? Something like that. Mount Rainier is a beautiful place. You see it in a lot of, pictures and posters of Washington State. And it says to get a sense of Seattle's maritime culture, so back on the water, go to Ballard Locks to watch ships pass between Puget Sound and Lake Washington. Yes, Seattle is one of the biggest ports on the West Coast. Big boats from all around the world, many coming from Geelong or Kaohsiung, would tie up there. And if you're interested in seeing some of the boats, head down to the locks. You'll see them in action and these giant boats coming in to the port of Seattle. So lots of things to do.
Yeah, and during summer, guys, get this, you'll also find salmon on a salmon run. That's when the salmon return to their place of birth to
jumping up river,
birth themselves or something like that, and they jump up against the current of the river. It's pretty cool.
You might see some bears too.
Maybe not in downtown.
But
maybe out there near Mount Rainier. Anyways, if you want some fun on the water, try boating on Lake Union.
Okay.
It's free every Sunday.
Free, you said?
Salmon and free boating on Sunday. How can you not book your ticket right now?
I'm on my way right after we get back from this break.
课文 文建议我们可以从西雅图市中心搭公车到探索公园。这座公园位于普吉特海湾的岸边，它有长达19公里的登山步道。那其中一条热门的登山步道是通往西点灯塔。当你走到灯塔的时候，可以在水边停下来野餐。好，先来看3个单字 ，kilometer， 它表示公里。那老师没有提到其他几个常见的单位，像是 millimeter 是公厘或者是毫米，那么 centimeter 它是公分，而 meter 则是公尺。好，再来看 trail 表示小径、小路、小道，或是指特定的路线。那么 lighthouse 则是指灯塔。下一个行程是要到巴拉德水闸去看船在普吉特海湾还有华盛顿湖之间往来，去感受一下西雅图的航海文化。那在夏季的时候，你还可以在那边看到洄游的鲑鱼。另外，如果想要来一点水上活动，你可以搭船游览联合湖，它每个星期天都是免费的哦。看完这些景点介绍，喜欢健行、喜欢大自然的你，是不是很想马上飞到西雅图呢？刚刚 Jeff 老师用到Eat your heart out， 意思就是羡慕吧。好，这边有一个补充单字 maritime， 它是形容海上的、海事的或是航海的。那么 salmon 是鲑鱼，我们课文里面的 salmon run 是指鲑鱼洄游。至于 get a sense of something， 只是指初步体验什么或者是了解什么。接着回到课文中。
The Emerald City, Seattle, Washington.
Be sure to put the Emerald City on the list for your next trip to North America. It rains the least in summer, so August is an ideal time to go.
During the break, Mike and I booked our tickets. We're on our way to Seattle. And you guys should too. Yes, be sure to put the Emerald City, Seattle, on the list for your next trip to North America. Now, keep this in mind. It rains the least in summer, so August or another summer month is an ideal time to go.
There you go. It does. We should point out it does rain a lot in Seattle all through the year. But yes, the late summer, August, maybe July into September, these are the warmest, driest times. So, of course, those are a perfect time to go, unless you like rain. But most people don't like rain when they're on holiday. So August is a perfect time to go. Or to use another adjective, it's an ideal time to go. Ideal and perfect are just about the same. A warm, sunny day is the ideal kind of weather to go to the beach or something like that. It's perfect. You couldn't make it any better than that. For example, Vancouver is the ideal place to visit during autumn. Actually, Vancouver and Seattle are very close. It would be ideal to visit both of those cities in the late summer or early autumn. It would be perfect.
It would be. Anyways, folks, with that, our article is now complete, but our lesson is not through. We still have to ask and answer the what do you think question. Mike, would you enjoy living in Seattle because of its many outdoor activities?
I don't know about living there. It's very expensive. But I would love to travel there because I think some of these outdoor activities sound fantastic. And I have to admit, I've been to Seattle Airport twice, but I've never actually been to the city. So it would be nice to get out of the airport. I did fly over the city once on a beautiful day, and we almost made a tour of the Space Needle. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was really lovely, but I've never actually been there. So yes, I would go. What about you?
Oh, I would love to live there because I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy. I don't like camping, but I love hiking and running on trails and stuff like that. Anyways, folks, with that, our lesson is now complete, and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
虽然西雅图常常下雨，但这个港口城市有非常多的事物值得探索。下次如果有机会到北美旅行，千万不要错过这个城市哦。作者提醒我们，夏天的雨量最少，所以8月是造访西雅图的理想时机。那万一碰到下雨，然后你又想要融入当地人的话，就不要撑伞。当地人都只是穿着防水外套，他们不撑伞的。好，我们最后来看单字 ideal。Ideal 是形容理想的或是完美的，意思就跟 perfect 差不多。 好啊，那以上是这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍3个文法重点。第一个是 WH 疑问词引导名词子句，第二个是 be sure to， 第三个是 put something on the list。首先，我们来学习 WH 疑问词引导名词子句。WH 疑问词像是 what、who、when、where、why、how 等等，可以引导名词子句，在句中当主词、受词或是主词补语用。当主词补语用时，常见的用法是主词加上 be 动词加上 why 或是 where 或是 how 加上主词加动词来表达什么什么就是什么的原因，或是就是什么的地点，就是什么的方式。我们来看3个例句。This is why she doesn't want to go to the party. 这就是她不想去参加那场派对的原因。第二个例句。This is where we practice dancing. 这就是我们练舞的地方。第三个例句 That's how we met. 那就是我们相遇的方式。接下来，我们来学习 be sure to. Be sure to 表示一定要怎么样，常用在祈使句来当做提醒。那么 be sure to 后面要接原形动词。例如 Be sure to knock before entering the office. 进办公室之前一定要先敲门。最后，我们来学习 put something on the list. Put something on the list 表示将什么什么列入清单之中。例如 Be sure to put Orchid Island on the list for your next trip to Taiwan. 下次你到台湾旅行，一定要将兰屿列入清单里。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，他是季安，
他是悠悠，
没错，出国 shopping 最喜欢在免税店 duty free 大买特买了，是不是？
免税店的发音要标准一点
对不起
，duty free
duty free
shops duty free stores、duty 呢是什么嘞？
税，
对，它原来的意思是什么？责任。
哦，对，
对，
我没有 duty 啊
duty 每一个人纳税是不是责任，对不对 ？duty 那 duty 呢就是税哈，所以 duty free 不需要税的 shops 跟 store 就这样。
哇，就是减免税收的地方啦。
对。
如果逛到一间店，你不是很确定它有没有这个
免税，
应该对，我们要怎么问？因为有些机场也不一定会有免税店，对不对？
对啊。
那怎么问？
好像对，你可以问一下，确认一下。Excuse me. Is this a duty free shop?
Is this a duty free shop?
对，这是免税店嘛？
对。
这样，但通常就是免税店不是说你买个一瓶水就可以免税这样，没有哈，通常就是要一定的金额以上，然后它才可以免税这样。所以他们可能会说 You have to spend a minimum amount.
You have to spend a minimum amount.
好，那 amount 就是这个数量啊，总数哈，所以 minimum amount 就是这个最低的消费门槛这样。
对，因为在台湾比较没有像这样，可是在国外有一些店，它真的是可以免税的耶。
对，
因为我们不是当地人嘛，我们不用付那个税收。可是问题是怎么问呢？哪些商店是免税的呢？
哪些商品才是免税的呢？
对，哪些商品？
你可以说 Which items are duty free?Which
items are duty free？
哪些东西是免税的？所以就 which 就是哪一个 ，OK？ 那比如说免税的金额通常还蛮多的，at least $100 worth of items。At
least $100 worth of items。
你就是要买，
一定要超过那个
对，100块美金这样的话才可以免税。我们刚刚讲 at least 就是至少。
可是那哪些商品呢？是免税的呢？
通常就看机场那一些，就是最常看到的就是什么 cigarettes 酒 liquor
化妆品
cosmetics
对，
这些都是 duty free， 所以你可以说cigarettes liquor and cosmetics are duty free。
对， cigarettes liquor and cosmetics are duty free。
对，他们都是免税的。
我每次逛到都会忘记登记对不起，接下来看我们的
live action。
excuse me.
Yes.
Is it a duty-free shop?
Yes, you have to spend a minimum amount.
How much?
At least $100 worth of items.
And which items are duty-free?
Well, cigarettes, liquor, and cosmetics are duty-free.
Oh, cosmetics! Oh, that's good.